Hi students, it's Mr. Gan here. How are you? It's been a while since we last met. I hope you're doing good at home during this period of time. So today we're going to learn something new. It's called Fact or Fiction. It's from Unit 2 Pulse from Pulse. So I'm going to give you a brief explanation on some terms that you have to know in this chapter, and I'm going to give you a quiz after this video. So please watch carefully, all right? So there are actually two main genres in literature. So the first one, they are fiction, and the second one is non-fiction. So what is fiction and non-fiction? So fiction books are actually made up stories from the writer's imagination, all right? And non-fiction books provide us with facts and information. So as we can see here, um, fiction, they are not real, all right, and they are more like a story. Okay, so we read to enjoy the story. And for non-fiction, it is real, it is factual, all right, it is fact. It is actually based on the actual events and also from the actual person. Okay, and we read non-fiction to learn something new. Next, so I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to give you explanation on some terms that you have to know. So the first one is science fiction novel. So what do you think? Is this fiction or non-fiction? So science fiction novel, they're actually telling us a story about life in the future or in other parts of universe. So they are not real. Okay, they are not real. So not real, that means fiction. All right, fiction. So for example, Star Wars series. Okay, it is an example of science fiction novel. So next we have adventure story. So here I'm using the example of the adventures of Sinbad the sailor. Okay, so this is simple. This is a fiction. And next we have comic novel. All right, so comic novel is fiction or non-fiction? It is a fiction because we read to enjoy it. It's written based on the author's imagination. Okay, so we actually uh, read comic book, comic novel. Okay, in order to amuse us. Okay, with exaggerated characters and funny events. So next, so what is this? So here we have detective novel. So it is actually a novel focusing on solving a crime. Okay, Janaya, solving a crime. So detective, all right, Sherlock Holmes. Okay, Sherlock Holmes, as we all know. So it is a fiction. Okay. Next we have fairy tale. So obviously, fairy tale is a fiction because it is not real. It is made up stories from the author's imagination. Okay, so it's very magical. Okay, you have uh some something that are just beyond our mind, beyond our imagination. Okay, next we have romantic novel. So romantic novel is a novel with a happy ending that focuses on the romantic relationship between two people. Okay, love story. Okay, so they are fiction. Okay, next we have thriller. All right, so thriller means it is a book with an exciting story, and it is often about crime. Okay, next we have poetry book. Oh, you know this, right? So poetry book is a book with poems, with a collection of poems. Okay, so one of the famous poet, William Shakespeare. Okay, so I think you know this guy. Okay, he's a very famous poet. And next, all right, so next we have autobiography. So autobiography is a story of a person's life written by that person himself or herself. All right. So before that, what do you think? Is autobiography a fiction or non-fiction? It is made up from the actual events, actual person. So it is a non-fiction. All right. So for example, we have A Doctor in the House, written by Tun Dr. Mahathir himself. And then we have the autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi. All right, so let's look at the next one. Biography. So what is biography? We have autobiography, and then now we have biography. So biography is a story of a person's life written by another person. All right, it is written by another person. So as we can see, this is a biography of an American president. It's Abraham Lincoln. So it is actually written by Anthony Moss. All right, it is not written by Abraham Lincoln. Okay, it is written by Anthony Moss. And we have another book. This is a biography of Steve Jobs, but it is written by Walter Isaacson. All right, it's not written by Steve Jobs. It's written by another person. Okay, so let's look at Cookery Book. Okay, so Cookery Book is a book that explains how to prepare particular dishes. All right, and basically in Cookery Book you have countless of recipes. All right, to try. Okay, so it is non-fiction. Okay, next we have historical novel. So historical novel is a non-fiction as well because it is a story that takes its setting, its background, okay, and the characters and events from history. So it is real. It is actually actually happened before. Okay, so it is a non-fiction. Okay, it's real. You have the actual person, the actual events. Okay, so for example, you can see this novel. It's called The Soldier's Girl, and it is actually based on the events from World War II. Okay. All right. So next we have travel guide. So travel guide, y'all must be familiar with it because you can see it anywhere at the attraction places. All right. So basically, a travel guide is a book that provides information on particular place. For example, you can see here we have so many travel guides. You have travel guides of Malacca, Pulau Pinang, Singapore, or anywhere, or any interesting places that you want to go. You can just find it. It is very handy sometimes because you can just carry it anywhere. Okay, you can get the information from the travel guide, so it's very convenient for you. Yay, so that's all for today for this video. It's very easy, right? Okay, so we have talked about fiction and non-fiction. So just remember, fiction is it's not real. It's not real. It's made up stories, and it is written based on authors, based on writers' imagination. Just it's not real. Okay, and you read to enjoy. You read the story to enjoy. And for non-fiction, remember it is real, it is factual. Okay, everything is real. Okay, for example, it is written based on the actual person, based on the actual events. Okay, it actually happened before. Okay, it happened before, pernah berlaku. So it's called non-fiction. Okay, so I've prepared a quiz for you. It's very simple, don't worry. Okay, you can just spend 5 to 10 minutes to answer the quiz online. So I hope you can do it by yourself. Okay, and please remember, okay, please answer the quiz before 18 May, which is on Monday, 2 p.m. So that's the due date for the quiz. So I really hope all of you could answer it. And if you have any problem, you can just reach to me by WhatsApp. Okay, and that's all. Thank you so much. Thank you for cooperating with me. So before I end this video, I would like to say thank you to all of you. For those who have done my work before for the past few weeks, thank you so much. And for those students who haven't completed my work, please, okay, spend some time to do it. Okay, I know you are having difficulty at this time. I know it's tough, but try your best. Okay, so I really hope you can answer. You can spend some time to do my work. Okay, or any work from any teacher. Okay, try your best to do it. Okay, so I hope you can be disciplined at home. Okay, keep up with your learning. And that's all. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you again.